In the glittering yet unforgiving landscape of Hollywood, where personal lives often become fodder for public speculation, Jennifer Aniston stands as an enduring symbol of resilience and grace. Born on February 11, 1969 in Sherman Oaks, Los Angeles, California, this 56-year-old actress has captivated audiences for decades through her iconic roles and relatable persona. From her breakout performance in a beloved sitcom to her ventures in film and production, Aniston's journey has been marked by professional triumphs, interspersed with intense scrutiny over her private affairs. Recently, she has chosen to address long-standing assumptions about her choices regarding family and motherhood, revealing details that confirm suspicions held by many observers. This admission, made in a candid interview, peels back layers of her carefully guarded privacy, offering a nuanced view of the pressures faced by women in the spotlight. Balancing vivid accounts of her experiences with direct quotes and thoughtful examination, this report delves into the facets of her life, beginning with the foundational years that shaped her path. Jennifer Aniston entered the world in a suburb of Los Angeles, where the hum of the entertainment industry was never far away. Raised in a family with deep ties to acting, her father worked as a soap opera star and her mother pursued modeling. Her early environment fostered an appreciation for performance arts from a young age. By the time she was a toddler, family relocations took them to Greece and then New York, exposing her to diverse cultures that broadened her worldview. These moves, while disruptive, instilled adaptability, a trait that would later define her career navigation. School days in Manhattan saw her enrolling in a performing arts high school, where she honed skills in drama and music, participating in productions that revealed her natural charisma. As a teenager, Aniston grappled with the complexities of her parents' divorce, an event that left lasting impressions on her understanding of relationships. She has spoken about channeling emotional turmoil into creative outlets, such as waitressing jobs to support auditions while living modestly in the city. "Those early rejections built my resolve," she once reflected in a discussion about perseverance, highlighting how setbacks fueled her determination. Cultural analysts note that this period coincided with a shifting societal landscape for women, where independence began to challenge traditional expectations of marriage and family. Aniston's immersion in New York's vibrant theater scene introduced her to a circle of aspiring artists, where discussions about identity and ambition flowed freely. Her first professional breaks came in off-Broadway plays and minor television roles, experiences that tested her mettle amid financial instability. Friends from that era describe her as focused yet approachable, often balancing multiple gigs to make ends meet. This groundwork not only refined her craft but also planted seeds of self-reliance, contrasting with the fairy tale narratives often projected onto female stars. Examining this phase reveals how early influences molded her into a figure capable of withstanding Hollywood's gaze, setting the stage for breakthroughs that would amplify both her fame and the accompanying rumors about her personal desires. The 1990s marked Jennifer Aniston's meteoric rise, propelled by a role that would etch her into cultural memory. Landing the part of Rachel Green in a sitcom about young adults in New York City transformed her from a struggling actress into a household name, with the show's ensemble dynamic capturing the zeitgeist of friendship and romance. Her portrayal, blending vulnerability with wit, resonated globally, leading to Emmy nominations and a hairstyle that became a phenomenon. Behind the scenes, she navigated the sudden influx of attention, maintaining composure as paparazzi chronicled her every move. "It was overwhelming but exhilarating," she shared in an early profile, underscoring the dual-edged sword of celebrity. Venturing into cinema, Aniston diversified her portfolio with independent films and romantic comedies, showcasing versatility in projects like office satires and heartfelt dramas. Her ability to infuse characters with authenticity drew praise from directors, who appreciated her collaborative spirit. This era also saw the blossoming of her public image as America's sweetheart, yet it invited speculation about her off-screen life, particularly as she entered high-profile relationships. Media experts observed that the sitcom's success amplified expectations for her to embody the happily ever after trope, creating a disconnect when her reality diverged. Jennifer Aniston's romantic history has been a focal point of public interest, beginning with her marriage to a prominent actor in 2000. The union, celebrated in a lavish Malibu ceremony, symbolized Hollywood royalty, with the couple frequently appearing together at events. Their partnership endured 5 years, during which they collaborated on charitable causes and maintained a united front amid career demands. However, the dissolution in 2005, amid reports of differing life goals, sparked widespread media frenzy. "We remain committed to friendship," read a joint statement at the time, emphasizing mutual respect despite the split. In the years following, Aniston focused on self-growth, engaging in therapy and wellness practices that she credits for emotional stability. Her second marriage in 2015 to a filmmaker and actor brought a sense of renewed optimism, with the pair exchanging vows in a private backyard affair. This relationship, lasting until 2018, involved shared creative projects and a low-key lifestyle in Los Angeles. "It's about finding balance," she commented in a lifestyle feature, alluding to the challenges of blending two busy schedules. The amicable separation cited irreconcilable differences, with both parties expressing ongoing affection. Throughout these chapters, Aniston has emphasized personal fulfillment over societal timelines, often deflecting questions about family expansion. Relationship scholars point out that such unions reflect broader trends among career-oriented individuals, where compatibility evolves over time. Her experiences highlight the scrutiny faced by women whose paths don't align with conventional milestones, fostering a narrative of independence that resonates with many. These marital journeys, rich in highs and lessons, underscore her commitment to authenticity amid external pressures. Speculation surrounding Jennifer Aniston's decisions about motherhood has lingered like a shadow over her career, originating in the early 2000s when her first marriage drew intense media attention. Tabloids frequently splashed headlines implying she prioritized professional ambitions over starting a family, often fabricating pregnancy announcements that never materialized. These stories painted her as a career-driven woman, unwilling to embrace domestic roles, a portrayal that ignored the private battles she faced. As years passed, the narrative evolved, with online forums and gossip columns dissecting her appearances for any sign of impending motherhood, turning casual outings into opportunities for conjecture. The cultural environment of that era played a significant role as society grappled with changing views on women's roles, yet clung to traditional ideals of fulfillment through parenthood. Analysts in women's studies highlight how figures like Aniston became symbols in this debate, embodying the tension between independence and expectation. Her silence on the matter only fueled the fire, leading to assumptions that she deliberately chose childlessness for selfish reasons, a label she later refuted. Incidents such as repeated cover stories on weekly magazines, claiming insider knowledge of her regrets, exemplified the invasive nature of celebrity coverage, where personal agency was often dismissed. By the 2010s, social media amplified these whispers, with hashtags and viral threads analyzing her relationships for clues about her family plans. Users speculated wildly, from health issues to relational conflicts, creating a digital echo chamber that pressured public figures to conform. Aniston occasionally addressed the toll in op-eds, describing the exhaustion of countering falsehoods that portrayed her as incomplete without children. Experts in media psychology argue that this scrutiny reflects broader societal biases, where women's worth is tied to reproductive choices, contrasting sharply with the freedom granted to men in similar positions. Even as attitudes shifted toward greater acceptance of diverse life paths, the rumors persisted into her 50s, intertwining with discussions on aging and fertility. Her advocacy for body autonomy and mental health initiatives subtly pushed back, promoting messages of self-acceptance amid external noise. This ongoing dialogue underscores how cultural norms evolve slowly, with Aniston's experience serving as a case study in resilience against judgment. The whispers, rooted in outdated stereotypes, reveal the challenges of navigating fame while protecting one's truth, ultimately paving the way for her eventual openness on the subject. Reaching a pivotal moment at 56, Jennifer Aniston chose to confront years of speculation head-on in a series of interviews this year, detailing her extensive fertility challenges and the emotional weight they carried. In one conversation on a popular podcast, she described undergoing multiple rounds of in vitro fertilization over 2 decades, a process marked by hope and repeated heartbreak. She explained how the treatments began during her 30s, coinciding with peak career demands, yet the outcomes never aligned with her desires. "I went through it all, the shots, the monitoring, the waiting," she recounted. painting a picture of the physical and mental strain involved in each cycle. This revelation extended to her decision against adoption, which she addressed candidly, admitting a personal longing for biological connection. When people say, "But you can adopt," I don't want to adopt. I want my own DNA in a little person. That's the only way, selfish or not, she stated, acknowledging the internal conflict while affirming her right to that choice. Analysts in reproductive health note that such preferences are common among those facing infertility, stemming from a deep-seated wish to experience genetic continuity. Aniston emphasized that media narratives labeling her as career-obsessed were far from accurate, as she actively pursued parenthood behind closed doors. The timing of her disclosure appears tied to a sense of liberation in her later years, influenced by personal growth and a desire to dispel myths. She spoke of the relief in sharing after years of silence, crediting therapy and close relationships for helping her process the grief. "They didn't know my story," she remarked about critics, highlighting how assumptions eroded her privacy. This admission builds on earlier glimpses, such as a 2022 magazine feature where she first touched on failed treatments, but the 2025 discussions delve deeper, including reflections on societal pressure and self-forgiveness. Experts in psychology suggest that public figures like Aniston reach breaking points when the burden of secrecy outweighs the fear of judgment, leading to therapeutic releases. Her words resonate with evolving conversations on women's health, where transparency reduces stigma around infertility. By framing her journey as one of acceptance rather than regret, Aniston offers a model of vulnerability, challenging binary views on motherhood and success. This chapter of honesty not only clarifies long-held suspicions but also humanizes the actress, transforming personal pain into a platform for empathy and understanding. Jennifer Aniston's forthright revelations have sparked a diverse array of responses across digital platforms and traditional media, illustrating the complex interplay of support and scrutiny in modern celebrity culture. Fans quickly rallied in her defense, flooding social media with messages of solidarity and admiration for her courage in addressing such intimate matters. Many shared personal stories of similar struggles, creating communities of shared experience where her words provided validation. "Her honesty is empowering for so many women," one supporter posted, capturing the sentiment that her disclosure normalizes conversations, often kept hidden. Peers in the entertainment industry echoed this positivity, with fellow actors and public figures offering public endorsements that amplified her message. Longtime friends from her early career days praised her resilience, while advocates for women's rights highlighted the importance of her narrative in combating stereotypes. Organizations focused on reproductive issues seized the moment to promote awareness, using her platform to direct attention toward resources for those facing infertility. Media commentators observed that this wave of affirmation reflects a generational shift, where vulnerability is increasingly valued over stoicism. However, the response was not uniformly positive, as critics emerged with mixed reactions to her phrasing and choices. Some online commentators questioned her description of wanting biological children as selfish, sparking debates about adoption stigma and the implications for non-traditional families. "There has to be a better way to phrase that," one user argued, pointing to potential insensitivity toward adoptive parents. Others viewed the timing as strategic, aligning with promotional efforts, though Aniston has dismissed such claims. Sociologists analyzing these divisions note that they mirror broader societal tensions around motherhood, where individual preferences can ignite polarized views. Traditional outlets provided balanced coverage, with editorials exploring the cultural impact of her story and calling for greater empathy in reporting on personal lives. Some pieces apologized for past sensationalism, acknowledging the harm caused by unchecked rumors. Overall, the echoes reveal a landscape where admiration coexists with critique, underscoring Aniston's influence in prompting reflection. This multifaceted feedback strengthens her position as a relatable figure, fostering ongoing dialogue about privacy, choice, and the human side of fame. Jennifer Aniston's legacy encompasses far more than her on-screen achievements, weaving a tapestry of artistic innovation, advocacy, and now, unfiltered personal insight that resonates globally. Her disclosures about fertility challenges add depth to her public persona, transforming her from a symbol of romantic idealism to one of authentic human experience. Through production ventures that prioritize female-led stories, She has championed narratives challenging conventional tropes, influencing a new generation of storytellers. Her wellness brand initiatives further extend this impact, promoting holistic health practices that echo her journey towards self-acceptance. Looking to the future, Aniston shows no signs of slowing, with several high-profile projects on the horizon that blend her talents in acting and producing. She is set to star in the 4th season of an acclaimed drama series premiering in September, where her character navigates media ethics and personal turmoil, drawing parallels to her own life. Additionally, she takes on a lead role in an adaptation of a best-selling memoir exploring complex family dynamics. A project announced earlier this year that promises to delve into themes of resilience and identity. "I'm drawn to stories that reflect real struggles," she has noted, indicating her intent to infuse these works with genuine emotion. Beyond television, Aniston expresses interest in theatrical pursuits, including potential Broadway endeavors that both excite and intimidate her, representing a return to her performance roots. Collaborative campaigns with lifestyle brands, such as a renewed partnership emphasizing mindful living, highlight her entrepreneurial side. At 56, she maintains an active lifestyle through yoga and nutrition, positioning herself as an advocate against ageism in Hollywood. Cultural observers predict her revelations will inspire policy discussions on reproductive rights and mental health support, potentially leading to broader societal changes. Her philanthropic efforts continue to focus on environmental causes and women's empowerment, with donations and awareness campaigns amplifying underrepresented voices. This forward momentum redefines her narrative, portraying a woman who embraces evolution while honoring her past. As she forges ahead, Aniston's story encourages others to claim their truths, leaving an indelible mark on entertainment and beyond. What are your thoughts on Jennifer Aniston's admission? Do you believe it will reshape perceptions of celebrity privacy in the years to come? Please comment, like, and subscribe for more in-depth reports like this.